I suppose the big news from Canon is that we've brought 2 new product concepts to market, and both of these are in the install projector space, 4,000, 5,000 lumen, that area, and they both feature unique Canon lens technology, and this is one of the things that puts our projectors, makes them different from anybody else's products on the market.
But how can you make a special lens? It's so simple, so to speak.
Well, I think it is simple if you have 70 years of experience. So, Canon is a lens company, so we have that experience as part of our DNA as a company.
But what is in new features?
So, yeah, good question. Thank you. The key feature of 2 of the products is that it has a lens with constant f number, or we talk about it being constant brightness. Constant f number is a bit technical and really doesn't mean anything to many users. But the key thing is, with a constant f number, you can move the projector, say, further away from the screen. It doesn't matter where you move the projector, but the brightness doesn't change. And normally on every other projector available today, if you move the projector further away from the screen, the brightness will drop because the f number of the lens changes as you go from, say, wide angle to tele position. So with our product, we say this is a 4,500 lumen projector. It's 4,500 lumens when it's close to the screen. It's 4,500 lumens when it's far away from the screen. It doesn't matter where you put the projector. And of course, that's a real benefit for customers who want the ability to put the projector wherever they can in their meeting rooms.
And the other new lens is?
Yeah, the other new lens is actually even more spectacular. So that is a short throw lens which allows us to project an image of 100 inches at only 1.2 meters away from the screen. Not only that, I mean, that is okay in itself, but this lens has a lens shift over 70% movement in the vertical direction, and that means you can have the projector, of course, on the ceiling. You can have it almost 10, 12 centimeters on the floor and still have the projected image at a reasonable height. The lens shift is absolutely staggering, and this short throw product is really a breakthrough, we think. It's going to solve people's problems in the market.
But couldn't you just put the projector a little far away from the screen?
You can. Yeah, you can. But in many applications you don't want to. So particularly if you want to have, for example, a rear projection, you want to minimize the space as much as possible. So having short throw is absolutely critical. That's one application. Another application is if you're in a conference situation, you can use a short throw projector on the conference stage, put it quite low down, and you can get the projected image at a reasonable height. And if I'm then the presenter on the conference stage, I'm getting no shadow on that projected image at all. Now, normally at the moment, what you would do is you'd hire a big 7,000 lumen projector with a big long zoom lens. You put it miles away at the back of your conference room, and then as a presenter I get blinded by the light, which is really unusable.
And there'll be a shadow of you on the screen.
Exactly. And there's a shadow on the screen as well. And for the agency setting up the conference facilities, it's really hard. You've got to have all the cabling. You've got to put the projector on some sort of truss. Whereas with this solution, you just put the projector on the stage. You don't need any cabling. You just plug it straight through to your laptop or whatever source you're using locally. So the whole way you'd use this kind of product changes what installation companies can do in this market space.
And I've been told that there's a third new feature.
Well, yeah, I suppose the biggest feature is the new image processing chip that we have in all of the new projectors, the short throw and the constant brightness projector. And this image processing chip, of course, is handling what you'd expect, great color gradation from Canon. It allows six channel gamma correction, individual channel gamma correction. It allows dynamic auto exposure, sharpening, but also it allows you to do edge blending really well So, allowing you in the projector to do edge blending. We're showing that on the booth. We've got a great result down there. Customers think it's really impressive. And not only that, it allows you in classroom or in meeting room scenarios to share content from 2, 3, 4, 5 or more laptops all over a network port to the projector. And then based upon how you set it up, you can have that in classroom mode, you can have picture-in-picture, 2 images, 3 images, 4 images, all put on the projector at the same time from multiple sources. That's all possible because of the new image processing chip we have in these products.
Tell me, is there a racing competition between large television screens and projection?
There is. In any business, of course, the amount of money you put into your meeting rooms is critical. And in these economic times, companies are really careful about what they invest in the bottom line. The key thing for us is to say always that projection always works bigger than 100 inches. That's really where you start to get the benefits. And the other thing that we're seeing is not just bigger screens, but also what you want to do with those screens, so the higher resolution. So we sell wide UXGA projectors, and we're seeing those kind of products put into design centers, into places where fine lines, color gradation are really critical for the usage. So we see really a future for projection. It's not dead by any means.